Alright, check this out. We're back on the Hater World, and I'm Blue Devil. Here we got another video. This time we got Milk74. This one hurts a little bit because I fuck with Milk, but recently I've been watching him deteriorate his channel and talk nothing but bullshit and nonsense. So check this out. Again, this is coming from a Southsider's perspective. I know nothing about him or his hood. I'm only speaking about the things that I see that he shows us through his YouTube channel. So check this out. If you guys are new to the Hater World, make sure you guys go over, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know whether you like my reactions or whether they're just bullshit. And to all my day ones, I salute. You guys already know nothing but love. So check this out. With no further ado, let's get to the Southsider reaction. And let's get to this Milk74 versus T-Rell, NoJumper reaction. So what we're actually doing is a reaction of a reaction, right? I watched partial of this video, and I saw the shit he was saying about T-Rell, and I actually want to give you guys my input and let you guys know what I think of the situation. Alright, so let's get to it.
North, south, east, west, the deal with Milk, gang. Y'all already know the script. Let's take them 7.4 seconds and get our minds right before we get into this. Come on.
Let's forward it a little bit because I don't want to go through this shit right here.
Come on.
Nigga, I'm representing the culture, man. I'm representing my people, man. I'm representing everybody who want to hustle.
Before we go any further, that right there is an old-ass video of T-Rell when he was with Last Kings. You can tell by the actual merch that he's wearing. It's one of Tiger's Last Kings clothing, piece of clothing, like the clothing brand or whatever. So this video is sort of old, but let's go.
I'm representing all the dreamers. I'm representing everybody out there, nigga, who trying to do something positive with their life.
That T-Rell, dude? T-Rell? You're not from Hoover, though. You're not from Hoover. T-Rell's not from Hoover. A lot of motherfuckers ain't real, man.
Now y'all heard it. He said T-Rell, Trail, whatever you want to call him. He's not from Hoover. Now this is a well-established Hoover member. This H-Crown, if y'all don't know who he is. Free H-Crown. Now, you know, the only thing I wanted to get into it real quick, I don't understand why Alex Alonso from Street TV did this. You know, he picked the clip where the Gilligan T-Rell was saying, you know, I'm going positive for the...
Check this out. Milk74 just said T-Rell ain't from Hoover because H-Crown said it. But check this out. Wasn't Milk74 happy as fuck when T-Rell verified him on the NoJumper podcast? If you guys rewind back a few months ago, T-Rell was interviewing Treyway, and Treyway said Milk74 is official, and T-Rell said, yup, he is official. And that had Milk74's panties in a bunch. He was happy as fuck because he got verified. Up to that point, everybody in the YouTube space thought Milk74 was fake. I never thought that. I actually think Milk74 is a real one, right? I got homeboys that look like him and act like him. I know where he's coming from. So I never thought he was fake. But as far as everybody else in the YouTube world thought he was fake. But until that day where T-Rell and Treyway verified him as a real Hoover gang member, that's the point where Milk was actually parading that shit on his channel. You go back and watch the video where he did a reaction where they verified him. He was happy as fuck. So I say this. How come T-Rell wasn't fake back then? How come at that point when you did that fucking video, you didn't say, bro, I don't need a fucking fake to verify me. I don't need a dude that's not from Hoover to verify me. I'm from Hoover. I can verify myself. See what I mean? But let's keep going.
West Coast. And then the next clip, like this is a real clip. He got H-Crown saying trail and photos. You see what type of shit Alex Alonso used to be on?
Alex Alonso is a fucking media reporter. He's gonna do what he gotta do to get the clicks and the views. It's stupid motherfuckers like us and these people that say the shit that we say, and these fucking vultures like Alex Alonso, Vlad TV. You might even call me a vulture. I don't give a fuck. We're supposed to do what we gotta do for the clicks. Because motherfuckers like you, yeah, you want to see the shit we gotta talk about. So don't be mad at Alex Alonso. Don't be mad at Milk. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at Vlad. Be mad at the idiots that open up their mouth. But let's go.
Well, come on.
ain't real. They use gang banging as a way to get on in hip hop.
All I wanted was a simple shout out. If people go on my Instagram and go to my past pictures and shit, they see I was with this nigga all the time. We was chilling and all that. Like, why won't you want to give your homie a shout out and have him help him push his music?
Let me stop it right there. That tells you everything. This homie right here, I don't mean my homie, just this homie in general, was kicking it with T-Rell all the fucking time and was cool with him and probably stamped him as a real Hoover member. But the minute that the fucking homie didn't want to do you a solid, a favor, and give you a shout out, now he's a buster, now he's a fake, now he's a lame, now he's no good, now his hood pass is revoked. I call bullshit. Because I know motherfuckers like that. I know motherfuckers that are cool as fuck, and all of a sudden you do some shit they don't like, and oh, you ain't from the hood, that ain't my homie. Fuck that fool. And all because they didn't get what they wanted. Now fuck that. You can't put me off of my own hood. Give a fuck your shout out. Simple as that. Regardless, whatever the fucking reason is that I didn't want to give you a shout out is my own fucking reason as a fucking man. And you being my homie should respect that shit. Obviously, there was a fucking reason behind it. Could have been a business move. Could have been a hood move. Politics. Could have been, a personal move. Whatever the case be. We're fucking men. We got a pair of fucking nuts. And something else. I don't want to say what else. And we all hold our fucking own. Fuck your shout out. Simple as that. Now because you didn't get what you wanted, I'm fake and I'm a lame? Nah, bro. See, that to me is some bitch shit. That to me is some bitch ass shit. But let's go.
Let him get out the set so he can build some kind of structure and help out other motherfuckers so they can do what they want to do. Why wouldn't you want to do?
Now, you could look at this two ways. You could look at this like T-Rell hating. Cool, I get it. You could look at it like, damn, the homie didn't want to help me out. He didn't want to give me a lending hand. He didn't want to extend the olive branch. Cool, that's totally understandable. But that ain't no reason to say the homie ain't from the hood. Let's go.
Now, this clown Gilligan Trail is a straight weirdo, bro. Let me tell you something first of all. He too old to still live and be like false claiming the gang. Like, you do not bang. You're not from Hoover, bro. You ain't never been from Hoover. You got...
Check this out. Before we go any further, Milk74 is pissed off because T-Rell wouldn't come on this podcast or this channel. T-Rell wanted to have him on the NoJumper podcast but couldn't because of Adam. Regardless, up to that point, T-Rell was still real. Now because he's not gonna have you on NoJumper and you're not gonna have him on Milk74, now all of a sudden you're digging for shit to call him fake. It's like this, bro. It's like this. And let this be an example to everybody watching. If I'm kicking it with a motherfucker, bro, and I'm stamping him as real, and he's my road dog, and he fucks with me, and I fuck with him, and then next week, I call him fake, and a buster, and a lame, it makes me a fucking buster and a lame because I stamped him. It makes me a fucking bum. I can't do that, bro. I got homeboys that I don't get along with. But I know how dangerous they are. I got homeboys that I don't fuck with no more. But guess what? When people tell me, hey, yo, homeboy's talking shit about you, I'll be like, I don't give a fuck. That's my homie regardless. Let him say what he wants. I don't give a fuck. Well, he's just going to do this. I don't give a shit. It is what it is. You know, I don't speak bad on them because I know what they're about. Regardless if me and him don't get along, I know what he's about. I can't call him a lame. Or when motherfuckers be like, hey, you don't like so-and-so, expecting me to say something bad about him just because we had a fallout. Nah, I can't do that, bro. Because regardless of our fallout, I know the homie is real. You feel me? For me to call him out or say some shit about him makes me fucking look lame as fuck. But let's go.
Brother that's from Hoover. So you know how it is. Like if you got family members or you got a brother from somewhere, you might be trying to claim they set, they hood, they gang and shit like that. But you ain't from nowhere. You wasn't never gangbanging in high school. You wasn't gangbanging before that. You wasn't a gang member. You ain't never hit no county jail gangbanging. Father was Hoover. You ain't never fought with no enemies. You ain't front line, nothing.
Let's remember when Whack 100 was on the phone with Milk74 and Whack 100 was trying to press Milk about not knowing T-Rell. Remember that? You guys remember that, right? Whack 100 was telling them, hey, You don't know T-Rell, and he's from Hoover. And Milk said he's from 5 Deuce. I don't know him. I don't go that route. But now all of a sudden, you know he wasn't frontlining. All of a sudden, you know he's not real. All of a sudden, you know he got... Come on, bro. Quit the bullshit. I fucks with you, but I think you went a little too far right here and also calling out AD. I don't know if you're doing all this for clicks. I don't know if you're doing all this for views. I don't know what the fuck. And it ain't my fucking business. But I'm just giving you guys a Southsider's reaction from the outside looking in. And I'm just calling it like it is. Let's go.
You started claiming Hoover real tough after you had Tiger start banging fathers Hoover, bro. T-Rell is not from the 50s. If that was the case, then how the fuck Tiger went through all that shit in the 50s? How come he still ain't claiming the 50s?
Fuck, I don't even want to go no further. I should see this as a bunch of fucking hate. Like I said, he was cool with you a week ago, and now he's not cool with you no more. To me, I see this shit all the time in the hood. Homies don't like certain homies for so-and-so, and they'll spread rumors and bullshit as lies. Alright, so simple as that. I'm gonna give it a few more seconds, and we're gonna call it a video.
Now this is the biggest question. Where was T-Rell at before NoJumper? Like after the shit when Tiger went bad, when you was getting the DP in the 50s, if you was caught wearing Last Kings, where they was whooping their own homies, if they was wearing Last Kings. So where was you at from Last Kings to right now before you got on NoJumper? Where was you at? What homies you was around? Who was you sharing in your stories? Like, what music you was listening to? Because when you was on a live stream on the NoJumper, I really don't remember what episode. I had it posted on my Instagram that had 17K, but it got deleted for putting the pressures on them Gilligans every day.
This fool is just adding and adding, right? He's telling you about a video, and he's telling you how many views he has. Like, tone it down, my boy. It don't matter. Tone it down.
But he said it out his own mouth. It was like, what's up with Milk? He was like, oh, you know, at first, he was like, oh, that's the homie. But you know, I really don't cross the tracks. I really ain't never been across the tracks.
And this motherfucker was happy when he said that. This right there, at that point, this motherfucker could have said, I don't stamp that fool. That fool ain't my homie. I don't fuck with him. He ain't from Hoover. He could have said it. How come he didn't say it? How come he waited until he had beef with him for not coming on this podcast to say something? That's Buster shit right there. This goes to show you how fucking disgusting this fucking industry is. That goes to show you that homies go against each other for bullshit like not coming on my podcast. Let's go.
But what he's saying is he ain't never went past Slauson. He ain't never went past Slauson, bro. So it's like you a Gilligan, you about 7.4 years from the age of 52. And you still false claiming the street. You ain't did shit, nothing for it, fool. Now let's be honest. The only reason you started interviewing the homies is because people started applying pressure to you. People start hitting you up. Like, wow, you interviewing all these other people, but you ain't interviewed none of the homies yet.
Look, I'm not even going to go there into that fucking, their politics. But when you're on this side of the camera, it's up to you and your discretion whether you can do interviews with the ops or not. It depends on where you're at in your fucking gangster career. If you're still a street soldier, fuck no, you can't do no interviews with the ops. If you're past like your veteran age, there's a possibility it can happen. Why? Because you're well respected in your hood. Homies already know what time it is with you. Homies know you ain't no bitch and no buster. So you can do things like that. But if you're still in your prison era, your fucking your street soldier era, fuck no, you can't do no interviews with the enemies because you're supposed to take off on flight. So I'm going to just end it right here and say that Milk74 is bugging. I really think he's just mad because it didn't go on his podcast. Maybe I'm wrong. If you guys think I'm wrong, leave it down below in the comment section. But I think it's lame for calling out your homie when he was your homie last week. And now because you guys don't get along for whatever reasons, you want to air him out on the internet. That to me is some buster ass shit. But then again, who the fuck am I? So other than that, if you guys are new to the hater world, make sure you guys go hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, notification bell, like the video. And more than anything, leave a comment down below. Other than that, I'm Blue Devil. This has been a Hater World production. And we out.